is a bit of an annoyance because she does live. Actually, no, we're going to be hitting... Ignore me, we hit this one. Actually, wait a minute. If that means we get the level, which means we do kill Braum! We kill Braum! I mean, I like, that's worked out. That has actually worked out a lot nicer. So, hello, everyone. Gomez here for the LAN Upcho. Again with another deck. And yes, it is another Yasuo deck. Been getting loads of those out recently. But to be fair, with the recent cards and whatnot, I have to. This time, it is with Leona. Let's do this. Oh, I actually love the name of this deck. Like, it's always Stunny in Taronia. So what we're doing here is I recently put out a deck that was a Malphite deck with Yasuo, but I actually feel like this is a far more better deck. This is a far more competitive deck, and Leona is very good. Like, it's been a while since I've deck built with Leona because, let's face it, she hasn't really had too many interesting things added to the game in a very long time, and so I kind of forgot about her and left her behind. But Leona works really well in this deck, and especially works really well with Yasuo. The additional cards they added, like the the Stun Hulk, I know it's Stun Hulk, but it is the Stun Hulk, and the Landmark are both really good for both champions because they are both Daybreak, but they are also both stun stuff, which means that it's really helping us out. And what we need to remember is what's very nice about Leona is with her level up, and if you can get the always sunny guy out on the board, the continuous amount of stuns that you can get through playing all of the Daybreak cards, as well as actually just playing, that's not the right one, as well as playing Morning Light, and like you get another copy of that with another Leona. Like Morning Light, the devastation of, number one, Morning Light is buffing up all of your allies, but number two, it's activating all of their Daybreak stuff. And if you're playing this on Daybreak, you're getting one stun already off of the fact that you've played a Daybreak card if she's leveled up. Plus you're getting it again because it is her Daybreak effect, so you get 2 stuns already off of that. But if you've got a Sun Hulk on there, that's also giving you a 3rd stun that's happening, as well as any other cards that you've played that turn, which are Daybreak, if you've got the always sunny guy out. And if Yasuo's on the board at the time, he's loving the situation. But even if Yasuo's not on the board, you've stunned like a lot of your opponent's stuff, buffed your stuff up, and then can just go forward. So that is what is devastating about this deck. We do have a couple of ZF Blades in here, because if we do get that stun stuff going up and we get our Blade Twirler to a really nice point, throwing a ZF Blade on top of them, or even just throwing a ZF Blade on top of Yasuo to increase his damage, or on top of Leona for it depends on obviously what the situation is at the time, right? You use your judgment best, and so it's a lovely combination of stuns and all of this sunny stuff. So it's I feel this is a better deck, a more cohesive deck than the Landmark deck with Malphite. But please let me know what you think down in the comment section down below, as well as if you'd make any changes to this deck. Please let me know what you would change. I said, I like this deck list and this comp myself, but there's definitely other ways of building. I'm not going to say this is the definitive and best way. It's just the way that I've built, and I do like this deck. But as I would love to hear your feedback on it. Obviously, shameless plug time. Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram. If you didn't know already, I do stream on Twitch on Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. So you want to come catch the action live and say, hello, Gomez, how you doing? I would love to hear that, as well as just I do love having an audience in there when I'm live. So if you want to get in there and start talking, I love that. As well as there's the Discord link down below if you want to get in there and start talking deck ideas, or just sharing your creations, letting the people know, tell the people what you have seen here today. If you want to show people your decks and get some constructive criticism, it's a very nice place. I'm loving the Discord and the community of which we're building there. So if you want to get involved with that, please feel free to. We did recently run a tournament that was also run in that Discord as well. So if you want to get involved in those things, I do plan on running future tournaments. So if you want to get involved in that, the options are there for you. But all I have to say is thank you so much to you. Thank you for getting this far through the video. Even just this far is good enough. So thank you for all the comments, the likes, the subscriptions, everything. Literally, I said, it's what helps me, it's what builds my confidence up, and it's what builds my energy levels up to make more content for you guys. So thank you so much. I've got an end of year goal of hitting 5,000 followers / subscribers, and hopefully together we can make this happen. There's also the merch link down below if you want to check the merch out. As I said, like, I've got some Legends of Runeterra designs and whatnot, so if you want to check those out, it's down below. But do not feel forced, it's just the options that are available to you. And without further ado, let's get in and see how this deck did in a couple of matchups. Without the fact, it's very hard for me to say. I'm not gonna lie, it's a good question because I don't have a good answer. We're against this Braum Soraka deck again. I haven't actually got any of my early Daybreak cards, which is quite devastating. We do have Yasuo, but without stuns, it's not the best. There's no point in me going forward here. Like, all I'm doing is they put that in front and they get a heal out of it, which will just help their Soraka and help their landmark. There is literally no benefit to me going forward. Okay, always Stunny! Braum is on the job! Okay, there we go. At least you think you're gonna attack forward, get a little 3/3 do damage to yourself and help the landmark? Not today, Mustachio Man! Okay, this does also help out these. It would have been lovely to have, I mean, actually, Yasuo doing damage to them. It's not actually ideal at the moment. I mean, straight up, I mean, yes, I'll take this. The problem is that Yasuo starts to, like, him doing the damage. When he levels up, once Yasuo levels, this is perfectly fine. Until Yasuo levels, this is not perfectly fine. So I could actually consider going forward. Like, there's a slight chance of them having, like, obviously Astral Protection they could use on top of these Star Shepherds. I'm considering going forward. Obviously, they can throw Braum forward, which then means they get the 3/3 out of this. I wish that I had, like, something else that would be working with me here. Like, this might be a misplay doing this attack here. Maybe the better plan is to wait. But I'm going to convince myself it's all going to be okay in the end. So the sun's going. Okay. All I'm doing is stunning these two. Because obviously Braum can still go forward. Actually, no, I am stunning Braum, sorry, because obviously they're going up. I'm actually stunning these two. I have got problems over here. Okay, so I could throw you. It's like one of these will be the level up on Yasuo. So I need to consider. Is it? I feel that it is worthwhile allowing these to die. That might end up being a misplay, but I don't actually because of how annoying these can become, and especially with potential of throwing Overwhelm or Elusiveness on top of them, I would rather know that they are in like some form of difficulty. I'm willing to accept. Throw out you, and then throw out Yasuo. We could have obviously thrown out Yasuo, without Yasuo on the board, no damage is going in, but it kind of helps us because the Star Spring on the board. We've got the stuns going in next turn. The first stun level is Yasuo, which is a shame because I would have really loved the second one to hit Braum. So the second one's going to hit what's her face, which is a bit of an annoyance because she does live. Actually, no, we're going to be hitting... Ignore me, we hit this one. Actually, wait a minute. If that means we get the level, which means we do kill Braum! We kill Braum! I mean, I like, that's worked out. That has actually worked out a lot nicer. It's like... So, stay safe, my friend. Now the fact that we can throw out the always sunny man. So, you must burn like it! So, we start to throw out all of these things. Okay, so they stun us, which is devastating, but we've got stuns up the wazoo. We could technically like freeze that, but I'm okay with accepting it because then we just go, so we go with increased stats. We could actually go with saving more mana though. I'll go and save more mana. We're gonna throw down the shield bearer, which would actually be like, it's still a really good statted unit and whatnot, but I'll go with this. This Poro potentially going to the Shadow Realm. They could obviously, yep, so Troll Chant to keep it alive. Could consider, like, it doesn't kill, but it does not, but they're going to be healing it anyway, so I guess it doesn't really matter. This is the problem that I'm going to have to deal with, but I do have a Trusted Palm and convince myself that every little thing is going to be okay. So if we go forward right now, we would be doing, like, the thing is that we're kind of helping, by going forward, we are kind of helping them and hindering them because we're doing damage into their core because they can't block like everything. Basically, what I'm trying to say is if we go forward, they can block, they can block, they can block, but they also could get themselves past certain things. So I'll do this because obviously what I'm trying to say is astral protection is a thing. Astral protection is a thing, but I'm going to convince myself. So I could power cascade on top of this, to potentially trade it off. I feel like I'm willing to save the mana, knowing that I've got a concussive palm. Like, I know that technically, I guess if I would have killed this, then I wouldn't have that problem. I feel that they would have a way of getting past it. That's why I didn't want to chance it. I mean, obviously, they might not have done, but I felt like they could have a power cascade or something themselves. That might end up be the move I regret. Okay? I do want to take the life steal. I guess we want to leave ourselves with as much mana as possible. So, unyielding light. We could have gone with the life steal one, but at the moment, life steal doesn't really matter to me. So heals, it's not ideal. We've still got this. They've got to ask themselves the questions. Yeah. I mean, technically, why would you not? Why would you? As I say, why would you not heal? Yeah, I was say heal something that can't be healed. He's not getting healed from. I mean, obviously, he will heal at the end of the round, but he's not getting healed from this to begin with. I'm going to tell myself this is all going to be for the greater good.
Face my shield.
So what I could do is I could throw the concussive palm on top of Braum, or I could throw the concussive palm after this turn happens on top of Soraka. Like, the option is there. So I'm going to tell myself. I'm willing to go with trying to remove this. Actually, correction, it goes into the next one. Okay. Okay. Admittedly, that was maybe a misplay because I forgot that if something's already stunned, it doesn't stun twice. I've got problems coming in from here. Like, so we could kill... Soraka is the one who is giving them draw. And if they've got another Soraka in hand, it gives them the ability for like a better heal move. So I feel like Soraka is the one who I kill here, in all honesty. Now, I know that Braum is an annoyance, but Braum is an annoyance which I'm going to hope to myself that I will be able to deal with in other ways. So I'll go like this. Of course! Throwing out the Hush. I knew that the Hush could be a thing. I've got issues now. Legitimate issues. So before we go forward, we at least want to try and get some more stuns and problems out. Because that is double stuns, by the way. Because now that like she's whenever she sees a Daybreak, plus with the like, that's the reason why Solari Sunhawk is devastating with this. So they're saving. I'm surprised that they'd save. Okay, they're gonna save. Yeah. Okay, that's why. That's why. I mean, they've basically leveled her, right? So I need to look at this and think, what are my best options here? Need to go draw. Need to go draw and hope. So another power cascade. Okay, fine. I'll do that again. I don't know what I'm hoping for. They are literally, all it takes is one. And that's only when they attack forward. Okay. I just have to go for a big ass attack forward. I maybe should have kept the what's-his-faces back. Like, I should have kept the things back so that I could have decided where the power cascades went, depending on where my opponent goes. But I've kind of got to go all in and hope. But I know that they can get blocks. Still dead at the moment. Unless they can, I mean, we can do this! Surrender! Shadow! We just have to go wide. Wide was the best plan there. Shadow to my opponent, but they did make me sweat. I'm not gonna lie. They made me sweat. So, I do have some big boys who could come at me. As long as those big boys, as long as I get stuns before the big boys come out, the big 8/8s, I'll be okay. It's just getting to that point. I mean, I'm going to keep this hand because it is an immediate level up for Leona. So that's why I'm willing to keep this hand. Oh, it's always sunny! Okay. They didn't actually get their turn 1 landmark. Normally, they throw out that immediate Frozen Thalls landmark immediately. So, the fact they've not hit it is actually quite nice for me. I'm not going to lie. We go forward. Start forcing the Solari damage in. Shield Bearer or Finisher. I'll take Shield Bearer. And we've got a stun right now, which is nice. Because the stun just means that they have not actually thrown down one landmark yet, which I'm happy about. Because lack of landmark means every little thing is gonna be alright. Because it's like a lot of their stuff is discounting landmarks, and so if we just go wide on them now, we've got the stun. We've got a Hush. We've got Pio Cascade. We've got options. I mean, I wish that Yasuo was on the... I guess actually we're leveling Yasuo right now. Sunhawk for that double stun off of Leona. Like, Sunhawk has just made Leona so stupid with the double stuns. Okay. We have not saved up any mana whatsoever. My opponent has done the exact opposite. They have saved up all of the mana. I mean, the fact that... I mean, that's a lot. It's a lot of mana for them. That's a lot of mana to waste. That is like 7 mana just gone. Oh, it's always sunny in Taronia. Okay. On the plus side, like, admittedly, they don't want to sacrifice this guy anyway, so they will keep him back. But it's just nice to know that from now on, just like Stun City. If we get the Hulk now. Oh, just like the Hulk with just like, it's like the double stun, both of them. Surrender. Shut him out to my opponent. Like, when you don't see the turn 1 Frozen Thrall, you know that deck's in trouble. That deck is about getting those 8/8s out quickly. And if they don't hit it, it's like, ho. What are we working with here? Okay, I forgot that we were working against those, right. I'm going to get rid of the Power Cascade, but I'm going to keep the Hush and this, because the ability of maybe being able to stop Ezreal from attacking forward with this or hushing him, I'm willing to accept those chances. Got more stuns. I mean, admittedly, I need more of my early game. I need my early game Daybreak synergies right now. I maybe should have thrown those 2 things away, but the fact of what I'm against, I kind of wanted to keep a Hush or a stun for Ezreal. Okay, we throw out the Slime Priestess. It's okay. It's all gravy, baby. So, I will take Falling Comet just because the warrior becomes a target for spells. They're running like a Fibonacci, so a target for spells I'm not willing to accept because I don't mind trading this away. Like that, I'm fine with that. I'm absolutely fine with getting rid of that stat line, but obviously, like, you know, we do know that Guile is a thing that we need to be bearing in mind. Ezreal! Oh, my buddy boo! I've got a little surprise for you! Hawk! Go get him, Hawk! So, like, I mean, technically, I guess I could have allowed Ezreal to attack forward, Hush, and, actually, no, because we would have only had this on the board. Ignore me. Ignore me. You're used to targeting people! What about if I target you? Solari, I feel like the Shield Bearer's the better move over. I haven't taken any damage. My life still is not something that I necessarily need. It also leaves me the ability to use Comet if I want to. That's another quite nice aspect in this. So I'm actually gonna get rid of Guile. I'm gonna keep the Solari Priestess back. Because what I could do is I technically could Power Cascade. Like, I do have these options. Or we could even keep the Sunhawk back and just go forward with the Shield Bearer. You know what? I'm going to go forward. It gives me draw. So it's a trade. Becomes draw. I'm not using the Comet, but I do still have like stun mechanics for when they attack forward. And I do still have a Hush. So I kind of feel okay about the situation. Ballistic bot! So yeah, the fact that I've got like Steel Tempest or I can straight up go for the Hush move. Obviously, you now start to get countered by Mystic Shot. Could consider throwing this on top of Draven. Okay, need to think about it. I could even just straight up just stun Draven, let's be honest. I can stun Draven, silence Ezreal, leaves me with enough mana that I could deny if they go for a spell for a thing. So, I will accept. I will accept the charges of, I was gonna say, do they go forward? So, go with this. I really would love to do more onto that ballistic bot, but I will accept these moves, leave myself the mana for deny for if they go for the mystic. I mean, obviously, they could have multiple mystic shots. I'd be a fool not to assume they could have multiple mystic shots. So, mystic shot. Ooh, I mean, that's fine. I mean, it does mean losing both of them, but it leaves, like, if I go for the deny, it actually opens up the chance for Mystic. So, because this could be the ultimate double bluff in terms of like, I used the deny and then they use Mystic Shot. I will take it. Like, I'm willing. I know that maybe I shouldn't, but You know when like you just know that there's the slight chance of double bluff. So I'm gonna throw down Leona. She's leveled now. We've got the option like I know that deck runs Farron, so part of me is considering keeping back Falling Comet for Farron. So we're getting the stun in over here. We could. I feel like I need to keep Deny at the moment in case. But yeah, I feel like so we go forward with her if they go. Okay, no, it's just straight up stun. Okay, that's fine. I mean, it's not, but I've still got the mana for Deny. I know that I could have got a stun off of this, but I would rather put it forward as a defense. Yeah, so if Farron drops, I've got this. Obviously, they could have further just to do some damage into her. So yeah, they've got further. I'm not gonna deny this, or do I deny this one? It's harder for them to use it. I mean, I'm gonna, just in case like there's something else I need to deny, I'm willing to accept her taking some damage here. He says, nonchalantly. Okay, but yeah, if we see Farron, see, there's my Yasuo. I just need more stun stuff right now. Okay, I was expecting Farron. We don't see Farron. If we throw Yasuo out, we do have the concussive palm. We could also throw out the Sunforger, but I'm gonna go like this. I'm gonna tell myself this is gonna be okay. Death is like the wind, always on my bollocks. This might end up being misplays for days. So what are you gonna be? Okay. I deny! Which sadly gets me out of my stun range, but it does mean they can't use the Mystic Shot. So I get myself out of stun, but I've got a whole laundry list of other problems. I can at least trade this away.
No mercy for heretics.
No mercy for heretics. We do have the Slurry Sunforger, which is gonna. I haven't actually really been doing too much. Like I got a few stuns out, but I've not really top decked or got things the best way I needed them. It's okay. Still got this. Even got the ability of using you if I wanted to. Just because that would be 2 stuns, but I will. I feel like I wait until either my next attack turn or until their attack turn to use this. Because if they develop instead, it's somewhat okay for me. So straight up stun. Now obviously we know at any point another further could come in. If we go forward with Yasuo right now, yeah, I kind of want to keep Leona alive. So we go forward with Yasuo on his own. It's okay. All we're doing is just trying to trade things off. Now I said I could, honest to God, consider using this now. Because if they use Farron next turn, I can just stun him. And who's my... I feel... Is Ezreal my big... I mean, Ezreal's about to level. So Ezreal is actually an annoyance. We do actually have a couple of ballistic bots and like obviously like a... What's his face? Like a Draven is annoying with his quick attack. But I feel that we remove Ezreal from the field of play here. Because then they've only got 1 Ezreal left. Oof! That's not what I needed to see! It's okay. So they level Ezreal, but it's okay. They level Ezreal, but he goes to the graveyard before he gets to use his spinning axis. So they immediately go for... I feel like this is an instant attack. They've got to go for an instant, immediate attack forward on me, I feel. Because by allowing me to develop, there could be problems that could occur. They got the top deck. The cards and top decks. I've got straight up stun that I can use. So that's gonna kill this. This unit's already dead. Okay. We'll go with this, and we'll also go with. I feel that we throw the ballistic bot back because it could get with these like going on top of it. That is a +4 stat line that can be done on top of this. Actually no, we couldn't, because this is actually going to be the level up for him, isn't it? But the first one's the level up. Okay, right, so if we we do this in a different order. So if we concussive palm here and then use this here, ordering wise we do kill what's his face, but we do still take a lot of damage. I almost have to throw Yasuo in front of somebody, but because what you need to remember is that deck does run a lot of damage spells, so I might end up regretting not blocking with Yasuo, Because honestly, I could block with Yasuo, and that might end up being the misplay. But we shall see how this goes, and hope. If only you were burst speed, so we could defend, with the tail of the dragon. But so my problem is potential chance. That deck runs so much damage spells. I mean, how many mystic shots and how many things have we seen along the way? I can't even remember. I don't know if we've seen a further, but obviously that wouldn't go into my core. But I don't even know. Like, we saw a static. Have we actually even seen a mystic shot? Like, even one mystic shot? I don't know. I don't know. It might end up being a misplay, not defending with Yasuo. Like, that actually might end up being a misplay. We'll find out. I can believe in the heart of the cards. So, throw you down. I could throw down Leona, but a big part of me wants to wait because that's still a stun. If I wait till next turn, okay, we might. Punishment might come, but not yet. I mean, technically, I could have used this, which would have meant I could have got lifesteal. Shadow note to my opponent. Weirdly, is it weird that I want to keep this hand? I could technically, I guess, get rid of this one. Like, I'm willing to keep this. We need to kind of like try to find Yasuo. Oh, actually, Hush is a lot better against Irelia. I haven't got a turn 1, which is a little bit of annoyance, but it's okay. Hush on top of the sparring, which is sparring student as well. It's also options that could come out in the future. Try to do this.
My faith protects me.
My faith protects me. Here comes now. Like the dais has come. The Amadeus. Come at me. Solari Sunhawk might actually be very nice here, depending on what comes out. So I can straight up stun the sparring student, who would actually get a big buff from here. Does make a lot of sense to use. It's helping us towards Leona. I could have played down the shield bearer as well, which could have meant that. So the thing of it is that you need to remember this is actually a 3-3 at the moment, and this would make it a 4-4. So we wouldn't have been able to track it up. It's the little glitch there, but that is technically a 3-3. So I'm okay with not falling for the traps. It's a trap, as Ra-Horak would say. Don't fall for it. Even more damage coming up. I'm so glad I stunned you. I'm even more glad you've been stunned. So willing to accept the damage in here. Like, as long as we can beat them before we see Azir, like, level up Azir on the board, or inspiring Marshall. If we can beat them before we get to that, we're actually in an okay spot. It's just those problems that come out. I could consider trading both of these away. Might end up being problematic. Like, cause I could obviously like block here, but either way, if I block here or block here, I'm taking 4 damage. Like, either way, that's happening. So I guess I could have kept one of these alive for the Hush on top of Irelia move, but I'm feeling like I throw Leona out next turn and then throwing these out, so it's just going to be stuns everywhere, but obviously it depends on how they develop. So throw Leona out. We see Irelia hit the board. We have got a Hush for when she goes forward. Obviously, they throw her out with her blades. They have good times. They start dancing. They dance all the dances. Straight up droplet, that's okay. Bearing in mind that we do also have straight up stun as well. I mean, I mean, they're going to recall this, I know. Oh, they're going aggressive. Massively aggressive in there. I'm not going to lie. I was not expecting aggressive little thing. Obviously, if we had 1 mana more, that is a very aggressive little droplet they have there. I guess it's because their hand doesn't got much things so they want to. So I kind of need to throw out. So I could throw out the Always Sunny guy, or could throw out this. I'm going to throw you out, because I guess obviously I had the option of that, but this leaves me with this, as well as the ability that I can Hush this, because this is obviously like the main unit that they've got going for them right now. And so straight up Hushing you and trading you away is going to be the better option. I could throw this down, but this isn't really a unit that I give a crap about in terms of like stunning. Like, I'd rather wait until, because we know they've leveled Azir, so I can wait. I can play the waity wait game. I can even consider throwing this down next turn in order to know that when we go into their turn, things are going to be stunned, because it stops them from developing a little bit. Obviously, I also could go with this, but I'm willing to throw down this landmark to know that if they develop right now, it's just like they're going to be like Stun City. I need to hope that I find Yasuo now. Yasuo, come to me! You have so much benefit when we find you! Okay, so they're going like this. So they just want to try and dance me down right now. So they go with a lot of dancing, and that means that these are going to be coming out. I can stun at least one of them. So yeah, all they're trying to do, they're trying to force me into terrible situations right now, which is understandable. I would be doing the same if I was in their shoes. And then they go for another blade dance. It does almost, I mean, we get the attack out in between. We get the attack out in between the dancing. But they throw this out again. They might even keep this back, because they know that this is going to get stunned. So they might actually keep this back to know that they can then go forward with it. So it's okay. It's okay. I've got... Oh, or not. Because part of me's like, do I want defense? Because otherwise they can still immediately go forward and be quite an annoyance. So I'm willing to accept... using this, knowing that I've got a concussive palm, and knowing the fact... So, because the thing of it is that I want to throw you out for health, but at the same point, if I throw you out, it then means that they could just, like, you know what I mean? There's slight problems with throwing you out, because it means they might not attack forward, because they might go, well, they're getting killed that turn. And so it leaves that. Oh, strap other stuff. That's actually a great top deck. All the stuns. It's always sunny. They do this again. So it does mean there's a lot of blades coming at me. So I could actually throw this out right now, because by throwing this out, it actually puts a big like flaw in their plan. Because obviously the blades can come at me. Yep. So they pass. They pass on this turn. So development could be a thing. So that's the thing. Whether or not it was worth, but then I was like, because we've done that now, we don't get always Stunny. Always Stunny. I'm just hoping with the fact that they've got very little going on in their hand. Ooh, this could straight up. Actually, no, that doesn't do landmarks. If only you did landmarks as well. Azir! We can kill Azir! So, that's nice. That is nice. The fact that we can now kill Azir. We didn't get to see that duet come out before. We go, just because they want to throw back this blade dancer. They show up killing Azir. I would accept this. Just because. That's nice. That's nice. That's what all the people say. We leave them on one. So there was maybe call for maybe going with a Solari move, but I've got stuns. Oh, Yasuo! Finally, you reveal yourself! Maybe a little bit too late, but finally you reveal yourself. We're going for stun. Hopefully, actually, correction, if we throw Yasuo out, we won't be able to use concussive palm. So there is, but he's leveled. My big boy, he's leveled. So all we're trying to do right now is we're just like, we know they've got very little going on in the hand. We are just trying to get ourselves like through this. So we can throw you out and still get one stun off of the Solari. It's okay. I could have technically like thrown Yasuo out and then thrown out both things. Like that was also an option I could have technically gone with. But right now, it's okay. Solari Sunhawk comes out. We get the other stun. Like we've just forced them down. And this is the big main man thing. I mean, look, we got lucky with how they drew. We never saw Irelia. We saw Azir, but obviously lucky enough. You were lucky enough to give me the thing that killed them. Shout them out to my opponent. It's all good, baby. It's all good. So yes, that is the always Stunny in Taronia, whatever it is. I really love that name. I'm not gonna lie. But thank you all so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed your time here. All the games that you saw were actually streamed live. So obviously, if you want to check out the streams live, I said the link is down below to the Twitch. I stream on Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, as well as just like, you know, if you run this deck, I would love to know how it goes to you, as well as if you make any changes, let me know down in the comment section down below. There is also the Discord if you want to join that. So the Discord is a lovely place to be, the lovely community that we're building there. Like if you want to be a part of that, I would love it if you joined. There's also like I'm recently running tournaments in there as well. So all these options and whatnot, why not consider them? There's also the merch link down below for some Legends of Runeterra merch that I had a graphic designer design the ideas that I had in my head. If you want to help support, or just if you just want to have a look at them, please let me know what you think about them. But honestly, thank you all so much for watching. I hope that you had a great time. But obviously, I said like just the support that you've done by watching. Even if you don't like it, even if you don't comment, just thank you so much. I think it helps this channel out so much. As I said, I do have an end of year goal of hitting 5,000 followers / subscribers. And if you are helping with that already, thank you. And if you want to consider helping with that, thank you also. But just in general, thank you all. I hope you have a great day, evening, night, or whatever it is for you. Until next time, bye.
Flash of brilliance that could save me. Save me! That doesn't save me. Okay. Is there anything from you? Save me. That doesn't save me! Okay. Get rid of this and get rid of this. Find something that can save me.